Everybody, to another Voice of Nick show. We're doing more of our Posthomerica artwork here. We're on chapter 3 for this part, AIAS. And while we're on the subject, let's actually check off chapter 14, which we finished. And I'll put a little yellow thing next to chapter 3 because we're currently doing that. So I had one note that I wanted to try for this. If we need it, I don't know if we do need it, but I might put like a crack running through where Achilles would be sitting. We'll see if we need that or not. So I was thinking last time that we might want to put in like a kind of grayish bit of gray. And we'll probably mute that or like turn it down a little bit. Yep, that looks good. And then there's like a really interesting texture that can form. I don't know how I'm going to do it really, but let's just screw around. Like if we did this, for example, and we came up with a layer. So this, I guess, would be in a mask. So let's make the layer first. The layer would be something like oh, so this is going from black to... Oh, I get it. It's using both of the colors. So let's do like that and this. Good. And then so this mask layer, it'd be like showing pieces through. I don't love it though. Maybe if we weren't using oh, so we should do full ink. Okay, interesting. Why is this moving the mask? I don't want it to move the mask. We basically want this to be lighter in both areas. No, I don't really think this looks good. We're going to get rid of that. If we wanted to do something like that, we could probably achieve a better look with just a big brush. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, something like this, where we turn down the ink, I guess. And it would be smaller. Why does it have such a hard time with visibility? Does the ink do that? It shouldn't. Yeah, I think that's what we want. Just these like weird little randomly generated marks. Yeah, I think that looks great. That's pretty much exactly what we want. This side maybe is a little too heavy-handed though. Let's take a mask to it and we'll just erase a little bit. Oh wait, we want to draw black. Yeah. Texture-wise, I think that looks really great. Good. I think we're done with the background. Now we'll move on to the front. First, I just want to see how much bigger we made the document by doing that. Sort of fascinated by this elevating file size. Yep, it's getting bigger. It just keeps getting bigger. At a certain point, it's going to get big enough that it'll crash the stream. But right now, it should be fine, at least. Now we got to figure out what all these layers are. I can't even tell what this is. That's the outline. Another outline. This can go here. This is a guide layer. We don't need that. We're going to merge these. Okay. This is the point where we can make a couple of smart decisions, I think, just by trying to combine all of the black elements together. We'll keep the two names separate though. So all of the front running layers we're going to keep. This I might want to redo because that should probably be cut into the tree, not on top of the tree. But for now, we'll leave it. So we're going to combine every black layer. I guess just because the layers are going to get a little crazy now, can we rename layers? There should be a way to name it. There we go. See, I don't... I don't really like the way that this writing method works. Yeah, I'd prefer to just type it. Okay, so we're going to combine the dice with the board. We're going to... Whoa, what happened to the top of the dice thing? Maybe it never had a top. Okay. We're going to delete that group. And merge this. Do the same with this. We're not going to merge all of AIAS's stuff together as outlines and other things. For this, we might have to leave them. We're essentially just going to have to do some extra work with this, I think. Because when we... Yeah, this is now going to start causing some strange things because of the overlapping layers, so let's do some erasing. Okay, I think that's just about what we want. I'd like for those to be above the helmet too, but we'll worry about that later. We have this whole thing backed up so that we can we don't have to worry about like the fact that we're deleting all these layers. Now this is going to cause us a problem too. As you can see. Now every black entity, aside from the borders, is in one thing. Now we want to do stuff with the helmet. We're going to delete the helmet wherever the spears are. I guess if we wanted to be non-destructive, we could do this with a mat. Okay, good. Then you take this, and then you take this. So it could be this. I think I'm going to put the helmet in front. I don't know, I kind of like both ways. Well, let's try turning off this mask, and we'll do the other thing to the spears. Since we already cut into this, let's just merge them. Now we'll just mask away these parts. And we'll see which one we like better. I like the helmet being in front better. Okay, so we got that. Now, let's start working on this. So we can do all we need to do on this with one big layer. Oh, let's just check really quick too. I want to see the size of the document. 180, it's getting a little bit bigger, but hopefully that'll help control it going forward. We don't really want to make this one as grungy as the Athena Poseidon picture. What happened? That's not what we want. So this one's going to have a little bit more definition than the Athena one did. Maybe Achilles' chair will be more messed up than AIAS' chair. See, so we're kind of allowing this to have a lot more definition, mostly just because the artwork here, I think it's a little bit more defined than our Athena and Poseidon pictures, so we don't need as much help from like texturing. I don't want to take away from the work we already did with this like starry jacket and everything. So yeah, we just got a little bit of that. Let's go in with the eraser. Put a little bit of grunge back into this coat because it looks a little lonely without any detail. This is certainly a lot easier than what we were doing on the Athena chapter where we had to do this for every single layer. And then for this we actually have to it has to just be 100% so that it goes over the background. Good. Great. Now, I can't tell what this is. Doesn't look like it does anything. Where is the selector? Okay, it's saying that there's nothing, so let's delete that layer. This is our entire outline thing, but some of the outlines exist here. Yeah. We should be able to move this. Yep, good. Let's merge those two. That's every outline except for the hair outlines. Let's merge that as well. Now that's all of AIAS's outlines. Now, we will, I guess, group these two, because they're not going to change. These are just like detail layers, extra little colors sprinkled in there. And for this, we're going to do our magic. So let's first black it out. We don't want to lose a lot of detail on this jacket because it has a lot of nice detail on it. Okay, now, we're gonna, I guess, make our own colors again. So let's do we won't do a color Bible until we know what colors they are. So let's start mixing some colors. This one wants to have a really dark orange, deep orange. Like that, maybe. Yeah, I think that's about right. And that's essentially destroying all of the work that we did, but now we're going to hopefully bring a little bit of it back with kind of a golden yellow, maybe like that. Oh wait, not with the same amount of intensity though. Good, so that's getting some of it. Then, and I hate to say it, but I think we might want to actually get rid of our detail layers because it's a little redundant. I think with the details thing, I was trying to approximate what happens already. Or maybe we'll just turn them down or something. But for now, we'll turn them off, just so we can see what we're doing. That looks way better than what we just had with the detail layers. Now we're going to put in sort of a whitish yellow, pretty much white. And this is going to be the small one. And that just kind of makes everything pop a little bit more. Why is that happening? I don't get what's going on up here. Is that because this is not filled in? No. I think I know. It's because of this mask. Nope. How is this possible? Yeah, it's got to be because of the black layer's mask. Yeah, it's too aggressively masked. Oh, we tried to add it back in, but it was because it was at 0% or 1%. So yeah, we don't want a lot of masked out areas on this jacket because it's too detailed. It'll just become a blob if we don't allow that stuff to show. There we go. So this is looking great. Now we can experiment with this. So these clearly kind of like screw it up, but let's try turning them to a very subtle amount. Or maybe even having them be like some other layer style. I don't really know anything about layer styles. just leave it. We'll do something like that, and with the hair, great. It's looking really good. I also just want to remove a couple of sections that don't really fit. Things that pass the outline don't look good with this type of texturing because it sort of shows the outline a little bit more than it should. And this, for some reason, it's not filled in. Okay. Good. Now where is this whitish? Oh, you know what? That's our white layer. Doesn't look that good up close. Let's see if we can... Oh, no, that's not our white layer. It's the original white outline, I think. Yeah, I think that's just hitting the white. I don't get why none of our layers have hit it, though. It almost looks like there's another layer. Yeah, whoa, what happened? We're gonna hit all this white area. Honestly, we should be just filling all the white with red. I don't think we should be doing all this on top of white. Yep, that's better. Okay. So now let's make our color Bible. Little palette thing. This is at 7%. Then we have it's a different color white that we're looking for here. I think it's this. Pretty much the same. And then turn this off. This one's easy to grab. I do have one issue here with, I'm gonna just change some of the artwork real quick. And that's the nice thing about doing this on a layer style, or rather with masks, is because you don't lose the stuff. See, we're still drawing with the same color that this had. Because his nose would be like here. His ear was too long before. And now his ear's a little bit chunky or lumpy. Let's turn on the bones. Good. We're going to turn our stuff back up. Turn this to a low eraser. Good. So we got AIAS looking good. Let's do the two names. Where are those? And these honestly, we definitely could merge this because it's very easy to separate them. So we're going to grab those, fill it with black, bring them back in. Yep, good. Now we just go through. We do what we're doing for every layer. So let's start from where we left off. these. And honestly, we could take this opportunity to merge more stuff too. So let's get rid of this real quick. What do we got here? I'm going to merge the tree thing. That we don't want to be as... Actually, can we just merge it in its original state? Will that work, or will it turn it to 100 anyway? Oh no, that works. It's not going to matter because we're doing it based off... Yeah, okay. Well, whatever. That and the outlines for... That's the names. Let's put that down where the black figures are. We'll put that underneath. Background we'll put in a group. That looks so much better than the original background we used to have. Let's check the size. It's probably getting pretty big now. Yeah, it is. Okay. At some point, this document's going to be too big to stream straight from the iPad, but we'll kind of cross that bridge when we get to it. That's 1, 2, 3. And I think actually we can just go boom, boom, boom. What do I do? Why does this have a mask on it? Oh, right. Okay. But what we can do is take these, merge them, and that's exactly what we want. So good. Let's grab this little piece. And what's this? That's these. We can combine these. And what's this? Oh, right. I was going to have an arrow sitting in Achilles' spot there, but I think it's too much. So we're going to combine all these layers. Right. So that's the tree, the games, and the thing. There's no way to get this into AIAS's layer, unfortunately, not on the iPad at least. So we're going to redo the work from AIAS, but at least we only have to do it one more time. And we're going to do the borders separately. I don't want that to be on the same. So we're going to just put a light touch on this because we don't really want it to show up too much. And for these we do, so we're going to put those more. Great. now we'll do our 3 layers. We have it all written out. We just apply it. 35 for this one. Great. Number 2. Is this? No, it's not on the right numbering system. We don't have to undo any of this. I think it's fine. But we can do this. Good. And one more, which is, whoops, the white. Doesn't seem to make any difference on that. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Texture-wise, I really think a lot of these textures end up looking really good. I'm glad we didn't put too many details into this area too, because it really draws the eye towards AIAS. Now we're going to decide near the end if we need to put some kind of like crack or something here, just so that it doesn't feel totally empty, but also emptiness is kind of the point of this part of the picture, so we'll see. Also, I just noticed we want this to, the mask needs to be 100%. Is that all we got with this? Well, we'll figure that out later, because, yeah, I guess when we originally drew the tree, it must not have been a totally opaque brush. Because, yeah, that's not coming through any more than than this. I guess we could always fix that right now. Good. Okay, so we got a lot of the work done in those couple of moments. Now we can do some of the same merging with this stuff. All actually of the borders are on the same. Oh no, just the 3 bottom ones. Then we have black going over this, but do we need it to go over it? Sort of, yeah. We're going to have to do a little bit of work with that. Where's the top? Is it here? I see, because of, okay. So let's do this. Merge this entire thing. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. Merge these 3. This is just the black. Now we do have 2 little bottom things. And all we would need to do to solve that is this. We would take this, select this spot, and make a mask of black here. And now, if you were to turn off the black, yeah, this works. Because the layer stops. Okay, so we'll do that with everything. And what that means is we could delete the group, merge these, and it would work. Where is this? Oh, right, we would have to take away this black first. Yeah, but this works. Good. So we're going to make a layer, I guess, of the black and of the borders. And now that I'm thinking about that, we don't need that to be in a group. Okay. Now everything is together. Then this top part has to be separate. But we can still do a couple of tricks. Why did that just happen? I don't know. Oh, you know what? I know why. Because it was selected, I guess, when we made the mask. So we're doing that, and we're doing this so that when we put the top part under the left and right, it'll still read. Good. Now let's see if that worked. These two are going to go down here. Not quite. And why is that? Oh, it's because the black layer needs to have the same treatment. Yes, so the black layer does need to be... How are we going to do this then? You know what? It doesn't matter which layer this is combined with, so hold on. Let's go back up. We can do exactly what we wanted to do, except on the opposite thing. So we're just going to merge these with the top part and not the sides. Great. Okay, that works. Now, these can all get merged. And this is all just essentially making our job easier when we do the texturing. We were learning some lessons here that definitely going to save us time. So chapter 14 took us like a zillion years to make, but it won't be that long for all of them now. And it looks like we did a little bit of artwork here, so we'll have to figure that out. But other than that, we're good. I think it'll work either way, actually. Good. So now we just want to texture the borders, and then we're done, unless we want to do some kind of crack thing. But we'll figure that out. Now let's take a look at the file size. Okay, not too bad. That's going to do it, ladies and gents, for this episode. Thank you for joining. The channel is called The Voice of Nick. If you want to see more, don't forget to hit the follow button, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye, and have a great day.